Hello everyone, welcome to my spiritual sanctuary. My name is Sandra. Welcome in everyone, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Come on in and have a seat. How is everybody doing? I hope well. So today we're beginning a new month ahead. It is the month of the Yin Metal Snake. It runs from May 5th until June 5th. So we're getting started today, and don't know if you have already put your cures in place or not, but if not, I'm here to remind you of the different cures to put in the different directions to offset the negative chi that comes from the cosmos. You know, the flying star energies are the energies from the heavens that fall onto your floor plan or in your home, in your business, in your patio area, balcony area, anything under the roof line of your home, okay? So if it's a business, then it would be your office portion that would be looking at, or the building as a whole, depending on what the structure of your business is, okay? So we have a month that is a fire snake, okay? We have it's actually called the Yin Metal Snake, but the metal and the snake is fire. So we have metal and fire elements that we're dealing with this month. We're also in the year of the wood snake. So we have wood on fire. What does that mean? We have double fire this month, okay? Double fire, and now we're in period 9 as of 2024 to 2043. That is also fire. So we have the fire is picking up, okay? So what does that mean? It can be intense energy that is flowing in. Now, as I said, when we were looking at the yearly influences of the snake coming in, it does cause a lot more movement, moving, changing, whatever change that might be in your life. It could be a change for job, home, relationships. It could be just about anything. It could be change in health, depending on how that is going. It also is a lot more intensity for emotions as well. The fire element, right, is intense emotions. So I want to remind everyone to make sure that you're balancing your life out this month, okay? And we can balance out your life with water and earth, okay? Earth energy. So, the spring, we're experiencing the spring right now. So get outside, get in nature, get around water to soothe your fire energy within you and around you. We want to have less red colors around us. Red or maroon or purple has the red fire energy within it. We don't want to have a lot of that around our sleeping quarters or where we're meditating, or we want quiet contemplation, okay? It also is a time that being more, let's just say, thinking before you react, okay, with fire energy. It tends to be more yang, and yang is more of the male active energy. So we want to tone that down, take a breath, take some breaths, and stop and count to 10 before you do anything erratic in your behavior, which could be, mental, emotional, physical, okay? When we look at the physical body and we have fire, so much fire, we're looking at the eyes and the heart energy. So it's recommended to take better care of your heart and your eyesight this month. In whichever way that is, getting more exercise, getting outside, doing walking, hiking, yoga, that kind of thing, So just generally having balance, I think, is, if I could just sum it all up, is having balance in your life, okay, in general. If you have we have a clash, of course, like we always do. And with the double snake energy, if you have pig in your chart anywhere in the year, day, hour, or month, then, or even in the luck pillar, okay, then it's important to know that whatever area that falls in your Chinese astrology chart, your Bazai chart, is where you may be experiencing change, okay? And I always say change is not good or bad, it's just change, okay? So in order to get more definitive, if you don't know what your chart is, then I am available for astrology readings, and you can reach me below on my email, or you can reach me by commenting below, okay, if you would like a reading. But I would prefer if you would email me at myspiritualsanctuaryinfo@gmail.com, okay, and just request a reading, and I will give you my calendar and set up a time for you to do that, okay? So we are going to talk a little bit about the flying star energies and where they are shifting and changing, coming from the universal flow and falling on your floor plan this month. And the most auspicious direction that we have this month is going to be the northwest sector, okay? So I did a chart that I did list all of the cures and everything. Let me see if I can zoom in on that chart for you. Yeah, I think I can get the whole thing in there. So you might just want to stop the YouTube video and just, you know, jot these down. Or, you know, if you are on my email list, then I do send these out in detail, even more detail than what you're seeing here. So recommended, if you'd like to get on my email list, there is a link below. Just sign up, and then we'll get you going on the email that goes out and the newsletter that goes along with it, that goes into each description of each sector. So when we look at the Bagua, as we call it in the Feng Shui, we're looking at each direction: south, north, east, west, and also, you know, southeast, southwest, northwest, northeast, and then the center, okay, is the overall Tai Chi. And what are the energies that are falling in all those sectors? And what rooms do you have in those areas? And how are you utilizing those rooms? And if it does have negative chi coming from the heavens, let's say, or it's a bad influence for you based on your chart, then we want to offset that with some cures in that place to take and drain all of that negative chi flow away, okay? So I'm going to just kind of go through the chart briefly, and I'm going to start with the southeast, okay? In the southeast, you'll notice there was 3 numbers on that chart, because what we're talking about is the yearly influence, the monthly influence, and period 9 influence. Now, if I was to do a Feng Shui consultation, there's going to be one more. It's going to be the date, birth date of the home or the business, okay? But with what we have here today, you can work with it. Work with the monthly influences for short-term Feng Shui, okay? That's only for the month. If you want to just set up the Feng Shui for the year, do that, okay? That is very important. We always talk about doing that at the beginning of the year, but if you haven't done it yet, hey, no time like the present, right? So when we look at the southeast sector, we have the 1 star is the yearly star, and the 7 star is the monthly star, okay? And the period 9 star is an 8. So what does that all mean? It means that it's not too bad of an area. It does require a wood element cure in that place. And the 7 monthly star is not, it's not great, okay? 7 usually is some kind of obstacle or challenge that appears in the southeast. But with the 1 and the 8 star, it is auspicious. So if we add wood, it will offset the 7th star, okay? In the south, like I said, I'm just going to go over these briefly. If you want more, you subscribe to my newsletter, okay? In the south, we have the yearly influence star of the 6. This month we have the 3 star there, and we have the period 9 star of 4. So when we look at all of those together, we need to add water in that area to drain some of the fire energy out. The 3 star is a conflict star, so conflicts can ensue in that area, and we want to drain that with water, okay? When we look at the southwest, we have the 8 yearly star and the 5 monthly star, and the star 6 is the period 9 star. Okay, so 6 and 8 are not bad, but we have the 5 star there this month, and we know the 5 star is a star of misfortune. It's one of the 2 very malevolent energies that are not great. So we want to add metal to drain that, okay? So we want to add a metal cure in that area. Now, moving along, we're looking at the west. The west is the second best area to spend time in, or have a front door, or have a home office in that area this month. It has the 4 star for the yearly influence, and this month it has a 1 star. And period 9 is the 2 star there. So the 4 and the 1 is a really great combination. It does indicate, you know, a good chi flow there, and study and academics. It is the children creativity area, so it's great for children and fertility in the West. If you're spending time in that area, add some water so things begin to grow more than they are. And if it's a front door, even better. We add a water fountain or some kind of a water influence there, okay? Now, when we look at the best sector, it is the northwest. That is the helpful people travel area. So when, you know, in our lives, we have to have people that help us come into our lives and build a helpful flow of travel is also indicated here. Then we have the yearly star of the 3 star there. Monthly influence is the 9 star, and the period 9 star is the 1 star. So when we look at that, the 9 star, because we're in period 9, is the most auspicious. Okay, now the 3 star for the yearly influence is the conflict star, but because we have the 9 and the 1 there, it does indicate that it is the top sector for the month. So if you're spending time in that area, put a fire cure in that area, or add all the elements to balance out the complete flow, okay? All the elements, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, and wood, okay? In the north, we have the 7 star is the yearly influence. This month we have the 4 star in the north. That's the academic star, okay? Study star. But for the period 9, we have the 5 star. So again, we need to add metal in that area for the 5 and 7 star. And we're going to say that's not a great area to spend time in, but with some metal cures, we can offset that negative energy. Now, we look at the northeast. We have the 5 star, which is all year, and then the 2 star this month. The worst 2 stars. 2 star is a star of illness, okay? So you don't want to sleep in the northeast if you can help it this month. And the 3 star is a period 9 star, which is also the conflict star. Keep that area quiet if possible in the northeast, okay? And add your metal cures in that area. It requires a consultation to know any more than that, because if that's a front door a home office or a bedroom, yeah, definitely there needs to be some changes made, okay? So just contact me at my spiritual sanctuary info@gmail.com and we'll get you set up in my calendar for that. Okay, and then we have two more areas. We have the East, which is the family and ancestor area, has the 9-star for the year, so it is the most auspicious sector. The 6-star for the monthly influence, and then the 7-star for period 9. So it's not so bad. The 9-star, it is the best star in period 9, and 6 is also auspicious, but we just need to add metal for the 7-star, okay? Or a water cure in that area. It will be conducive to helping break up the metal influence of the 7-star. And I do go into more on my newsletter, of course, okay? All right, so last but not least, we have the center, okay? The overall Tai Chi, it's considered, it really is the central location for all the energies in the home or business. It's, when the center is balanced out, so is the rest of the Bagua, okay? So we have the 2-star for the year, which is the star of illness. So we definitely need a metal cure there. 8-star on the monthly influence, which is okay, and the 9-star for period 9. So we need to put a metal cure in that area. It's not so bad because we have 8 and 2 is 10. It is the sum of 10, and the period 9-star. So it is the third best choice, okay? And that's a lot of times when people have great rooms where they gather in the center of the great room of the home. This month it looks like it's going to be pretty beneficial for you, or if you have a front door in the center of the home or a home office, okay? So that is the Flying Star influences for this month in a nutshell. And again, if you need more, if you want more, sign up for my newsletter and definitely you'll have a more detailed representation there. So I look forward to seeing everybody again. And I know I haven't been doing the videos the last couple of months. I've had some things come up and that I just couldn't get them out in time. So I want you to know that we are back on track. So do expect to see every month the monthly influences and the newsletters coming back out, in addition to more things I have planned for the year, okay? All right, you guys, let me pick a I-Ching card for you before we sign off today and get see what the energy is for this month ahead. All right, so the I-Ching, these are my I-Ching cards. The I-Ching is a 4,000-year-old oracle, and it's based on the wisdom of the ages and the unchanging truth. It does give us guidance in our time of need. There are I-Ching coins that you can get and throw the coins, build the hexagram, and then look it up in the I-Ching book. But I like the cards as well for the channel because it's quick and easy, and we can see what the energy influences are going to be for the month ahead. All right. So we have hexagram 20. Contemplation. Contemplation is our hexagram for this month of the Yin Metal Snake. So, contemplation. Take time to think very carefully about what you are doing and where you want to go. This is not a time for action of any sort, but rather a time for making plans and watching others. So, there is more to this I-Ching hexagram than just what's on here on the card. It's about, like I said earlier, when we're talking about the fire element and the fire doubling this month, take it slow, contemplate what you're doing, okay? Think about it. Be aware of other people and how it's affecting others, your moods, your emotions, and, you know, have a solid plan for what you want to put into place before you actually move on it, okay? With all that fire energy, you're going to maybe want to move quickly, speak quickly, communicate quickly, you know, and this is the advice, is contemplate, okay? Go into meditation and prayer and think about it first, okay? So I hope that helps you, and I hope that's advice straight from the I-Ching, so it doesn't get any better than that. It's from the ancient text, so I may elaborate more on that as we move into the month, just by going through the I-Ching text and seeing what else is listed for that particular hexagram. And don't be afraid to Google it and see what else comes up that you know, jumps out at you as guidance for the month ahead, okay? All right. So that's all I have for you today, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to thank you for being a faithful subscriber. And if you are new, I want to say thank you and welcome. And we look forward to having you be a part of the sanctuary. And we'll look forward to seeing you again. And until we meet again, my friends, I just want to say namaste.